Welcome, friends at a Greasy Shop Rag. Today we're going to take a look at Husqvarna 550 XP Mark II. This chainsaw, the customer brought it in. He complained that the chain was bound up. You can see here the rim drive is split right in half. He wore it right down. I don't think it was oiling. You can see that the clutch drum itself, the chain drivers wore right through the rim drive and right through the clutch drum. He wrecked the oil pump, the whole shebang. So we're gonna replace some parts here and get this thing going for the guy. First thing I do is dump the oil out of it. That makes cleaning up the working on a pump on the other side a little better, because you don't get so much oil pushing out and making a mess all over the place. So follow along real close in this video, because if you think you know how to fix chainsaws, you should be able to spot a problem. Now, unlike some of the other mistakes that I've posted and let you guess what they were, this one's kind of staged. But still, you should be able to figure it out easy enough. I'll stop the video when we get to that point and give you a chance to go back and look if you haven't figured it out yet. Roached. Dirty. What you got? What do you got over there in the bag? Come on. New oil pump. Put a little grease on the gears there. Remember, there was a little bit of shipping schmutz or something on there. That's what I was blowing off. So we got that cleaned up. Put a little grease on the crankshaft end. And that square end of the oil pump, the shiny part there, just gets pushed into a hose. The feed hose from the tank. And that's why I drained the oil out, because oil would have been oozing out that feed hole. So we're going to Loctite this oil pump in place. This is one of those things that seem to come loose a lot on a lot of Husqvarna chainsaws, actually. So we'll just kind of pull it down evenly and then give it a little ugga-dugga. That ought to do it. Here's our new oiler worm pinion gear thingamajobber. Put a little grease on it, put it in place. I just wanted to make sure that it turned on there and turned the oil pump. I don't think I was intently showing you that I was putting the cap on that Loctite. It just happened to be that that's the way I did it. So I like to grease these clutch bearings. Put that in place, and then we'll find our new clutch drum. What the hell am I doing here? Oh yeah, there's a hole drilled in the end of the crankshaft, and I just wanted to blow that, make sure there was no debris in there.
What the hell?
You hear that? Ain't right. The first time I heard it rattle, I just thought it was the metal pickup in the oil tank on the end of the oil feed hose. But it's clearly something broken off in the muffler. So we're gonna go in later and investigate that out closer. So you can see on that clutch drum that there's a couple of notches that got to line up into the oiler worm gear. We got those in place, and then we'll spin our clutch on. One light ugga-dugga will do it on that as well. Man, I'm really obsessed with that rattling noise, ain't I? A little bit of dirt in the end of this bolt head here, so I got to clean that out before I can stick the socket in there. I see that there's a dent on that muffler as well. I suppose the broken piece in there maybe was spot welded somewhere near that dent. I don't know. I haven't had one of these opened up. These are 5mm heads on these bolts. Tell you what, that that Craftsman bit driver really takes some abuse. I use it like a big T-handle wrench sometimes. So far, so good. Yeah, we know there's something in there.
Bullshit level, DEFCON 5.
I just wanted to put an eyeball in the exhaust port, make sure nothing came loose out of that muffler and ended up in the exhaust port. I've seen things come loose and actually get lodged in there and destroy a cylinder. You know, I talked to the owner about why I put a muffler on here. He said, yeah, that's been rattling for a long time. I consider him lucky because, like I said, more than once I've seen the guts of a muffler end up in the port and destroy a piston or a cylinder. This muffler is like, I want to say $80 new. Our shop sells used parts at half price, so that wasn't too terrible. I probably could have sped the video up here. I mean, this is some real excitement watching me turn these screws in. Now what am I grabbing, for crying out loud? Oh, look at that. I'm going to tighten them by hand. I don't know why I decided to do that, but hey, let's roll with it. I probably still have the clutch set pretty low on that tool. And there's a lot to be said for the feel you get from a familiar tool like this T-handle wrench. So you can tell just exactly how close you are to stripping something. So there you go. That is the repair. I missed a step. I did something wrong. I left something out. What was it? If you think you know anything about repairing chainsaws, you should pick up on it. So you can either stop the video right now and go back and look, or stay tuned and I'll show you what I forgot. So check it out. I'm pulling the clutch back off and putting a rim drive on it, on the drum. So we left that step out. Did you catch it or not?
Yeah.
And it ain't going to do a whole lot good if you can't turn the chain.
That does not help.
So that's all I got for you on the Husqvarna 550 XP Mark II oil pump replacement. Thanks for watching. Later. Cripes. I thought I was at the end of the video. Not at the end of the video yet. I gotta see if there's fuel in it, don't I? Yeah, we got fuel. Alright, start that bad boy up. Let's see if it oils.